He won $200 million in the lottery and went from broke to rich. In order to make his poor buddies happy, he decided to make them rich too. So the next day, a luxury car was parked in front of the fat guy. The woman said that the fat man had a good body and good looks and wanted to hire him as the spokesman for a pair of sunglasses for a fee of $8 million. And then the skinny guy inherited a fortune from his uncle's aunt's cousin. Also $8 million. The two good brothers did not let David down and started fooling around with the money. They even quit their jobs and bought luxury cars to spend as much as they could and even began to look down on David for being poor. David did not pretend to be poor anymore and directly told them that all your money is from me. The thin man was so excited that he drove the car into the sea. Luckily, it was a convertible and all of them knew how to swim, so they survived. That night, the three of them went to a cruise ship bought by David to have a good time. After months of patience, they finally enjoyed the pleasures of the rich. But for some reason, David sat on the sidelines and felt empty. During the day, he and his wife began to hurt each other. David called other women on purpose and said nasty things. His wife cared but pretended it was nothing to do with her. Obviously, they both still love each other but neither of them is willing to bow down. That's how it is. The next day, his wife received a phone call saying that the supermarket was going out of business. It turned out that because Curly's business was not good, the supermarket could not make ends meet. He had already mortgaged the supermarket to the bank and Curly was completely bankrupt. As the boss's assistant, David's wife was also officially unemployed. David took the opportunity to invite his wife to dinner. He wanted to confess everything to save their marriage. To do so, he invited a Michelin chef to prepare a luxurious candlelight dinner. In this romantic scene, the two couldn't help but confess their love and admit their mistakes to each other. Then David told his wife that he had won the $200 million jackpot. I thought his wife would be surprised, but she got angry and said that David didn't trust her and that the marriage would have to be divorced. David looked innocent. He had no money and wanted a divorce. But when he had money, he still wanted a divorce. Why is this woman so difficult to deal with? On the other hand, his friend, the thin man, got rich and swelled up and divorced his wife. The fat guy became a laughingstock because of the commercials he was shooting. And although he made money, he became a clown on the internet. Both of them felt that David had ruined them. David never imagined that he would win $200 million, but in the end, he would have to leave his family. So he made a decision. The next day, his wife received a transfer of $100 million and a signed divorce decree, and the supermarket was back in business. The financial advisor told David's wife that you are now the owner of the supermarket. It turns out that David bought the supermarket in his wife's name. At this time, David went to the airport alone. He was leaving the city to start a new life as a single man, and his wife, who understood everything, immediately rushed to the airport and finally found David at the boarding gate. The wife ran over to David, rolled up her sleeve and gave him a big slap in the face. You want to get rid of me with $100 million and a supermarket? Your $100 million is also mine. David instantly realized what his wife meant and hugged her tightly. In the end, the two brothers used the money David gave them to start a legitimate business and became really rich. So what would you do if you won $200 million?